On January 3rd, 2022, in Louisiana, Sheila Fletcher called 911 to report that her and her husband, Clay, came home and found their daughter, Lacey, dead on the couch. When emergency services arrived at the home, what they found was unthinkable. Because upon entering the home, they noticed an incredibly awful smell. And then when they got to the couch, they could not believe their eyes. They saw 36-year-old Lacey Fletcher essentially melted into the couch. She was covered head to toe in her own waste, only weighing 96 pounds and infested with maggots. They then discovered that Lacey had been sitting on that couch for upwards of 12 years. And instead of getting their daughter the help she needed, they just left her there to rot on the couch. And even though it was clear to everyone that Lacey was in this position because of neglect and abuse from her parents, they claimed that this was Lacey's own doing. Lacey was autistic and she did not like to leave the house. She was a bit of agoraphobic, and they claimed that one day she sat on that couch and refused to leave. They said she wouldn't eat, she wouldn't move, and there was basically nothing they could do. Which I say, I'm not buying it, because if your kid is in that position where bugs are literally infesting their body, you call 911. But instead, Clay and Sheila went on vacations, went fishing, went to work, and lived their life completely normal, as if their daughter was not rotting away on their couch. And when Lacey was brought up in conversation, they would change the subject or simply say, she's fine. And these are to people who knew they even had a child, because some of their friends didn't even know Lacey existed. After finding Lacey in this condition, Sheila and Clay were then charged with manslaughter. They were both sentenced to 40 years in prison, but they did have 20 of those years suspended. They will also have 5 years of probation after. The idea that this could happen to any living creature, let alone their daughter, and them not even give a fuck, is so crazy to me.